Taoist Magic Talk Show brought to you by Taoist Master จี师傅 and 天日 Dragon Taoism ผู้亮天尊 Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. This is your G right here. Today we want to talk about a perspective thing and clear up some, bring you some wisdom to clear up your view of life. And about this spiritualism versus materialism. So some people will say, oh, being materialistic, looking heavy on objects, physical things all the time is going to not make you so happy. It's not going to bring you happiness. For example, you guys buy new gadget all the time, you buy new toys all the time. It's not going to make you happier. And, well, of course, people will say, oh, being spiritual is going to make you happier. Okay, first of all, how is our view on this as Taoists? I would say that it's wrong because you need the whole pie, the whole thing, a complete perspective of life. You cannot be just materialistic and not spiritual, like that. So you need to be both. You cannot be just on one side. Anything taken to an extreme is going to be not healthy. So let me explain you can say the wisdom or the philosophy that we teach in our lineage based on our Sam Law theory. Okay, so we always talk about the 3 steps of creation in nature. And this is very important. It explains almost everything in this world. So it starts off with sky, ground, and human. 3 phases. Okay, they're like phases, not actually the sky or the human. It's like a label for the phases. Okay, so the sky stage is where everything is that's the beginning of things. That's where everything started. All the potentials are there. Compared to us, we have ideas, vision, you suddenly pop a ding moment and then you have an idea of doing something. Okay, so when you have this element, you will have the vision, or you will see something that this can be done, like that. Just like right now, I won't suddenly have the vision of being a carpenter because I'm not that kind of guy, right? But if I have that vision, ding, and then I will immediately have my eyes are on that subject, like that. You suddenly thought of it, right? The second stage is the ground. Ground stage is where the potentials go into, which compared to us is that these potentials go into our soul and we process it. So we start to think about it. We decide if it's good or not to do. We hold it inside ourselves for a while and decide, and then, eventually we'll okay, let's do it, or okay, not do it. Okay, so that's the process inside our soul. The last stage is the human stage, which is the physical action, which leads to the final fruit. Well, to us, it's we actually do it. So what happened afterward? After we take action, what do we get in return? Which leads to the next cycle of what we see that we can do. Okay, for example, right now I have this vision, ding, okay? Then suddenly I have this idea of eating, okay? Because I'm hungry, right? So immediately, okay, I feel like eating. And then I process that thought inside myself. I was thinking about it, what to eat, should I eat, when to eat, and then eventually there's a point where I decided to eat. Once I decided, then I will keep that thought inside myself and build up that urge to eat. So as long as I'm waiting while I'm decided, I will have the urge build up inside my body. Then the end stage is, okay, I finally executed that task. I went eating. I started eating. I finished eating. So what's next? So after I have intake the food, it leads me to a new thought. Ding, immediately. Somehow after I ate the food, like somehow, right? Somehow I ate the food and then I thought of, hey, let's write a blog post. So that's my next thing. And then put into my soul again. Okay, so I start thinking about what to write, should I write, when to write. And then I decided, and then I wait a bit, and then boom, I release my energy. I start writing again, right? So yeah, you see, this is the pattern, okay? How is this related to materialism or spiritualism? Well, you see, our body is actually a physical medium, right? What happens if we only have like the ideas, the thoughts, like the vision and your soul, but not a body? Then it's like, yeah, you got lots of idea, but you cannot really do it, right? Then nothing can happen at the end and you're still empty. You're like a person with so many ideas, but no way to execute it. Then it's still useless, right? But some people, they have a body, but they don't have that vision. They don't have that thought. And it's like, okay, yeah, you have a body, but you still don't know what to do, right? Yeah, it's kind of like money, Some people, they have vision. They have like a smart brain, right? Like we call that brainer, right? They're smart inside. They can think properly, not properly, better than average, right? They can think well. So these are like smart people, right? But they don't have the money. So what can they do? They need a body, like a physical medium, a body, a person to execute. Or maybe they need the money to execute. They need something physical to help them to deliver that power inside themselves. Some people, they got lots of money, like, oh, you're born, with a whole lot of money from the family, but they're dumb. They have no vision. Then what do? They just waste all the money, right? Spend it on the lottery or whatever. So you see, you cannot be only one-sided. You need both. And in life, how do you get happiness? Well, to us, happiness is not always a thing you should aim for. Oh, think about it this way, okay? You're sick, right? You're sick right now. Oh, you're sick, you're not happy? Well, drink this medicine. Medicine is bitter. It's not happy, right? It's not like, sugar-coated medicine. we drink like herbal tea, it's bitter. It look like poop water, it's disgusting looking. But you know what? After you drink that thing, it's gonna help you get well again. Okay, are you gonna drink it? It's not happy, right? Life is not about being happy. That's the key. You don't like it? Well, go home and accept it or not. This is life. Life is not about happiness. However, what is life actually about? Well, to us Taoists, we know what life is about. You're born. What's your destination? Okay, you're born. Your destination is death. No, death is not your destination. Death is a transition. Where are you going after death? This is the point of life. No one can escape this. Whatever you choose, it's just a process, right? How you want to live a life is a process. But you're here for a reason. You're here for a reason. No matter what time it is, no matter like what era it is, you're always here to consume things. You have to eat, you have to learn, listen, watch, right? That's all consuming. You're consuming things to build things into your memory. Okay, you're building memories. You're like building a history book. Every day you go by things, like you experience things, you eat things, you interact with people, right? You have received a lot of stuff from outside. You eat the food, the energy from the food goes into you, right? You watch a movie, whatever goes into you, that's history, right? All those stuff is like you're like a hard drive. You keep being like written on every day, and you're like writing this book. Every day you're writing your own book. And where does this book store all the data? Where is that drive? Well, it's in the cloud. Yeah, it's in your spiritual planetary body. It's translated to something into your spiritual planetary body, which we call the Yun San. When you die, if you can like die successfully and not get kidnapped in the way, you get back to your spiritual planetary body naturally, and you enjoy that book that you have built. And that book is your own planet. You enjoy the world that you have built for yourself. That is what you will go through. And what we as Taoists know that we can go a bit further than that. We can like control. After we die, we go into the other world. Where are we going? Now we can choose, right? Like if you choose a religion, you are already not going back to your Yunsan, because the religion will bring you to somewhere that is not there, but it brings you somewhere else that is better, because you're not alone. You're not going there alone. You know, like going back to your Yunsan, it's like you're going there yourself, right? You don't want to be alone, right? So you want to like group up with other people, right? Then, well, sure, go cultivate in a religion. Then you get to a new place. Okay, so the point of life is not being happy. It's getting like preparing yourself and building that book, okay? And then, you know, building your Yunsan and preparing for the after death. It's not about happiness. Well, you can make your life happy, of course, but it is not always about happy. Some people are like so into, oh, I need happiness, I need freedom. And then they do whatever they want. You know, like, oh, let me smoke some weed. Let me do some tattoo and, you know, body modification. Go wild, you know, like just do the rebellious stuff that you haven't been able to do. You know, everyone gets suppressed in their life, right? Your mom say you cannot do this. Well, when are you going to be happy? When you can do what your mom say you cannot do. Then you're happy, right? You know, it's like that. We have this nature where like when we're suppressed it, and then when we release all that suppression, we are happy. Why? Because finally your heart is not clogged up again. That's the thing. That's the reason. Why are we acting like that? We all have this nature because when we get suppressed it and we care about that subject that we get suppressed it for, our heart, the energy heart, you know, is clogged up right there. It's like, oh, energy is trying to flow out, but you're like pressing it back in. Okay, that's exactly what we call the yip. Okay, that's like an obstructive force inside your energy heart that is blocking your heart. So once you can have a chance to like release that part, then you're like, oh yeah, I feel happy again. Happiness is done when your heart opens. When your heart can flow and open and have that nice flow coming in, right? It's like your toilet is clogged up. When your toilet is like cycling properly, it's happy. Okay, so your heart is going to be happy when the energy flows again. So whatever you have suppression, you find a way, vent it, you know, like break that thing, and then you feel happy. But is it good to do? No. Right? Your mom tells you, you cannot do this. It's for your own good. If you do that, it's going to hurt you more. Well, you don't believe it. You went doing it. You feel happy for a while, but what's next? Oh, you damaged your health. Oh, you got arrested. Oh, you know, like there's so many stupid things that you can do to hurt yourself because you don't understand, like you're not grown up yet, or maybe, you know, you just don't understand. And then you misunderstand the teachings and you think, oh, it's like they're trying to suppress me. They're trying to like, you know, pin me down, put me in prison, something like that, right? That's why I feel unhappy. I'm happy when I rebel, when I like break everything. That's stupid, right? Okay, going back to materialism. How come materialism is so important though? Like, isn't we supposed to be spiritual then? You know, after we left, we cannot bring anything with us. You're wrong, okay? We talk about the whole life is a process, right? It's a process that you're preparing yourself to go somewhere else. So how can the process be not important? It's important. You every day you're accumulating stuff into yourself, right? You're accumulating stuff. Okay? Materials, things that you can possess, physical things. Okay? When they become yours, like you bought a cup, you bought a computer, you know, you buy something, it's yours, right? When it's yours, every day your spiritual planetary body will flow its resources to these things. So as long as you're not like just, you know, nonsensely buying things, you're only buying things that you actually need and want and use. Not only need, but like you will use them, right? Then the energy from your Yunsan will flow there and help you to get more potentials flow into your life. That means what? Okay, that means if, let's say, I really want to be an artist, right? And then I look at all these like markers and paintbrush and I really want them, right? Don't hold back. Because when you hold back, you don't buy it. Yeah, you save the money, but your Yun San cannot flow those potentials down for you as well. So you cannot grow as an artist. Once you bought them, you lose the money. But what you get are those materials. The materials allow your Yun San to flow its energy into there. When you use them, the Yun San will give you the potentials to grow as an artist. You see, if you keep buying nonsense stuff, like, oh, I just buy, stupid things, like whatever gadget out there, I buy it just for fun and then I trash it, right? Then you're like always spending the Yun San's resources on things that you don't need and you're wasting it. And what happened is like what I said before, it's like internet, right? You put a download, so many things on download, it cuts down the download speed for your main focus. It like robs the bandwidth away, and your main focus is getting less potential, less focus. So what happened is if you're like over, like abusively materialistic, like you always just buy whatever you like or buy a lot of useless stuff, then your life is going to you're going to waste all that potentials, and you could have spent those potential on other things that actually matters. Okay, so I'm not saying being materialistic is like, I look very heavy on anything physical, anything. I just love to buy a lot of shoes. I love to buy a lot of clothing. It's not like that. Okay. Now, one tip here before I can actually end the show in 2 minutes. One tip here. How can you guarantee that you're not wasting your life potentials, pre-heaven energy from the Yun San? How can you ensure that? Whenever you buy something, okay, set an intention. I'm not saying that, I want to buy this clothing because I need it for work. Okay? Don't use the word need. You don't buy things only when you need. You can buy when you want to. Okay? It's fine. But you know what? You got to set an intention. What is intention? Think about it. What do you want out of this? Okay? What do you want out of this? I bought this shirt. Okay? Not because I need it for work. I bought this shirt because I want better health. Oh, how can shirt and health relate? How? Well, it doesn't matter. Right? I want to, my intention is whenever I wear the shirt, it's going to give me better health. That's the intention. It doesn't have to really make a lot of sense. But you see, it does make sense when you actually know more in the theories and metaphysics, right? But the shortcut, just think about it like this. Okay? I want better friendships. I want to back off the villain or whatever. Like bad guys, backstabber. I want to back them off. So, I want to buy this hat. Whenever I put on the hat and wear it, I want, those people to go away. Okay, fine. That's an intention. I bought a cup because I want to do better in school. Okay, how is that related? Are you going to bring it to school? You don't have to, right? The intention is set. Whenever you use the cup, the pre-heaven energy flows down will help you. It not making sense to you right now a lot because you're not really studying in the subject. I'm just giving you the shortcut, okay? So try this out. Whenever you buy something, think of an intention. The intention is always the reason of a purpose why you buy this. It doesn't have to directly relate. It can be indirect. It's just a feeling, okay? For example, I'm buying a gift for someone, okay? I buy this pen. I buy this pen for my friend. And I hope my friend, the intention, I hope my friend will start to see that, whoever is the bad guy. That's fine. Well, does he need, do he need to use the actual pen, to do something with that guy? No, don't need to. As long as you have that intention when you give the person the pen, he have the pen, he hold on to it, pre-heaven energy goes in, it's going to affect him. That's really, really simple, right? So I'm giving you the extremely easy shortcut. And when you can do that, you're not going to waste all that materials that you're getting, all that physical stuff. And this is how you can be smart being a materialistic guy. Well, yeah, you need materials, okay? But don't abuse it. Like, don't get too many, to the point that is like, really too many. But be smart, okay? Put an intention to things. Okay, my timer is up, and we'll see you in the next episode. So, bye bye.